Here we go. Okay. I'll bring Florida water for those of us in the room who would like some. Okay. And let's sit or lie down and find some stillness. As we begin, whilst we are going to tend to our physical and our energy body with movement and opening and stretching, we're also going to deeply honor the stillness today. And connect with its transformative power. So I saw something on social media. It was a little meme that made me chuckle, and it said, like, shout out to all the yoga teachers who give us at least 5 minutes in Savasana. I was like, 5 minutes? That's a short Shavasana. I was trained to give sort of 10 minutes at minimum Shavasana. And so I started to read a bit more into Shavasana and remind myself of the stories. And today, when we get to Shavasana, I'm going to make it a little story time for us and share with you one of the mythological stories of where Shavasana came from. But as with all yoga, what we experience on the mat is preparing us for life off the mat. So we will come to that story later on, but for now I'm going to share a short poem with you by Swami Rama, and it's called Your Journey Inward. Only through meditation can the human personality fully unfold. For then one meets his or her real self. It is a journey without movement. Along the way, you cast aside all the opinions and appraisals with which others have labelled you. Behaviour is the effect of thought, and thought stimulates emotion. Your journey inward must travel past everything that moves in the thought realm. Meditation means you are becoming independent of this world. As Yogi Amrit Desai said, when you find the truth, you will not change the universe. Only you change. You begin with you. You travel with you. You arrive with you. The journey to truth is from the alone to the alone. And so while stillness can be uncomfortable for a lot of us, I invite you to be as still as you can for the next few moments. Just allowing the gentle movement of the breath. And for your body, whilst breathing, to surrender to the stillness. From the stillness, you might feel an intention arise. Perhaps it's an intention that is linked to the idea of pausing, finding stillness. Allow it to rise from the depths. Carrying that intention with you into your practice. Begin to explore some soft movement in your body. Feel into what you want, what you need. For those of us lying down, roll onto one side, take it nice and steady. And from there, in your own time, come to a comfortable seat, ready for our pranayama breath practice. Oh, yeah. So give yourself some time to get comfortable on your mat. Let your body settle into that seated position with a sense of ease. And we're going to engage with a 4-part cyclical breath, focusing on honoring the stillness at the top of the inhale and the bottom of the exhale. So empty all the breath out before we begin. And then take the deepest inhale you can. Fill the lungs. And at the top, find a sacred pause. Hold that pause for as long as it's comfortable for you. And then slowly let it go. Exhale all the way down. And hold that stillness. And take your time to repeat that 4-part cycle now. A few times at your own pace. Inhaling, stillness. Exhaling, stillness. You might travel that journey once or twice more. You notice how you are feeling as you Release that 4-part breath and let the breath return to its natural rhythm. And when you're ready, bring your hands together at your heart, Anjali Mudra. Now, as you inhale, begin to lengthen the arms up towards the sky. You can keep the elbows soft or you can come into a full stretch. And as you exhale, bring the hands down through the central line of the body, Sushumna, all the way down to the bottom until your palms part and just the fingertips stay connected. And let's travel that journey again. Inhale. You might follow the fingertips with the eyes. You might choose to find space between the hands, maybe tilt the head back, gentle back bend. And then all the way down to the bottom until your palms part. Allow yourself to notice what feels good, what feels spacious or in alignment with your energies this morning. As you come down, you might bow the head, chin to chest. And we'll do that once or twice more. Beautiful. Now from Anjali Mudra, take another couple of breaths. Keep checking in with how you are, what's moving for you. Take a deep breath in and let's exhale, bringing the right hand to the left knee into an easy seated twist. Just keep it nice and soft to begin. You can rest your left fingertips behind you or bind the left arm around the back of your waist. And let's sit up nice and tall. Breathe gentle energy into the spine. Take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, come all the way around to the other side. Light connection of fingertips to the floor or a half bind. Now on an inhale, let's start to welcome just a little more pace. So we're going to inhale, come back to center, reach the arms up to the sky, and exhale, seated twist. Inhale, move with the breath, center, reach up, exhale, twist. Allow that to suit your energies this morning.
And we embrace nature.
The next time you reach up to the sky, take a moment to pause there. Lift the eyes up to the sky. Relax your shoulders down and then exhale, bring your hands down to your knees and begin to explore some Sufi circles. One of my favorite ways for grounding into your practice. So breathe your awareness down to your sitting bones and let your spine and your upper body find the movement that feels good today. And reverse the direction of travel when you're ready. Gradually coming back to center. And dropping into your seated cat-cows. Inhaling as you open the front body, draw the elbows in. Exhale, elbows wide, ground the spine. Allow the prana, the life force, to flow up and down your spine in that central channel. One more time. Coming back to center. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. And then as you inhale, lift them up. We're going to break the exhale into 3 parts and let it go with a down. Inhale up and exhale 3 little. Couple more times. Let that land. And we're going to come to all fours, but facing the long edge of the mat. So just decide which direction you want to face in the room. We're going to extend the right leg out long. So just check that you've got enough space to do that. If you want to, my love, you can pull the mat down this way so you're not bumping into the wall there. You know. Face off. Leave it out. Okay, so we extend the right leg. Feel the sole of your right foot planted firmly on the floor. Hands underneath the shoulders. And let's take a few cat-cows here. So inhale as the front of your body opens. And exhale as you round the spine to the sky. Now coming back to a neutral spine, looking softly down. Inhale as you open the right arm up to the sky. And exhale, float that hand back down. Now over to the left. Inhale to open. And exhale, float back down. Once more to each side. Come back to center. Let's walk the hands back. Rising up so you're supported by the knee and the foot. Reach your arms up to the sky. Let your right hand drop down to rest lightly on your right leg and then reach up and out of the left hip over into gate pose, Parigasana. Just feeling gently into this opening through the left side of your body. Maybe each exhale, you just creep those right fingertips just a little further down the right leg. Let's inhale, come back to center. And as we exhale, bring the left hand down to the mat underneath the left shoulder. Reach your right arm up to the sky. We've got a few options here, so just feel it's the one that's best for you. You can remain here. You can reach your right fingertips all the way up and over towards the short edge of the mat. If that feels good and you want to really breathe into that stretch, you might sweep that right arm around in circles. Or if you're craving a little bit more strengthening, you can lift that right foot up off the mat. Continuing to move the arm or not. A final option, just if it suits your body today, is to bend the right knee and then reach for the right foot with the right hand. And if you do take hold, try drawing that right heel up towards your right glute. And keep the back of the neck nice and soft. So you might tuck the chin slightly. Whatever we're choosing, let's take one more deep breath in. And exhale as we release. Walk back around towards me, facing the short edge of the mat. And find a few cat-cows. Now, if you'd like to release tension in your lower back and hips, maybe circle them, swing them. Let that movement flow into the sides of the body, into your shoulders, your neck, your head. Until you're ready to come back to tabletop. And from there, we'll lift the right leg. Find a tiger curl if it suits you. Open the heart, look straight ahead, lift that right knee a little higher. And as we exhale, let's step the right foot through. Bring it between the hands. Get ready to rise to your low lunge. Sweep the arms up towards the sky. Relax the shoulders down and bring the palms together. Take another inhale. And as you exhale, stretch over to your right. Hug the inner thighs in towards the midline if you're feeling a little wobbly. Finding your way back through center and over to the left. A couple of breaths into the right side body. Back to center. Let's float the hands down. And then work into a half split. So you can either walk the hands back till they're underneath the shoulders, or you can keep the hands framing that front foot and stretch into the arms and the legs. Bow the head. Flexing those right toes up towards the sky and breathing into the back of your right leg. Now let's slowly rock through back towards the front of the mat and walk the hands around to the left until we're in a wide-legged forward fold. Steady into your feet. Find the distance between them that's comfortable. And then let your elbows soften. Let your head and your neck relax down. Maybe give it a gentle nod, a little shake. Press into all four corners of both feet. Keep a little micro bend through the knees, so we're strengthening the ankles. And as you inhale, rise up to a flat back, and you can either keep the fingertips connected with the mat, or you can open the arms wide from the heart. Hover here, heart open. If you open the arms wide, turn the palms down towards the earth, and then try drawing the little fingers towards each other so you feel the shoulder blades move closer to one another and your heart stays open. Lift the navel up towards the back body. Take another breath in, and as you exhale, cross the left arm over the right, bring the hands to rest on the legs. Inhale, open the arms wide. Exhale, cross the right arm over the left. Couple more times, opening with the inhale, softening and crossing with the exhale. Beautiful. Now bend the knees so that you can plant the palms. We're going to bring the right knee down to the mat. You might walk the hands a little further forwards, so then you can extend the left leg out along the mat, just like we did on the first side. And once you're settled in, let's inhale to breathe the front body open. And exhale to round the spine to the sky. That's it, beautiful. A few more times. And when you're ready, start to open each arm in turn. Inhaling, open the left arm. Exhale it down. Inhale, open the right arm. exhale it down. Once more or so to each side. And then walking the hands back towards you, rising up onto the knee of the foot. Breathe both arms up to the sky now. Let your left hand rest lightly on your left leg. And then find that length out of your right hip. And then over towards your left leg. And see if you can connect with the sense of stretch from the hip to the fingertips. Breath in. And let's exhale, bring the right hand down to the mat underneath your right shoulder. Reach your left arm up to the sky and then find what feels best for you here. So maybe a big stretch up and over. Maybe float that arm round in circles. You might choose to lift your left foot. Let's take another deep breath in. And exhale as we release, turning to face the short edge of the mat again. And this time you might find a little rock soothing, forwards and backwards. Maybe circling round. From here, we'll prepare to lift your left knee. So when you're ready, maybe take that into a tiger curl, opening the heart, lifting the head. And let's step it through. Front knee over front ankle. And then sweeping those arms up to the sky. Let your hips anchor down. Bring your palms to meet. Take a deep breath in. And then stretch to your left, tugging the inner thighs to the midline. Back to center. Inhale up and exhale over to the right. Find our way back to center now. Make some space between the hands. Relax your shoulders down. Take a breath in. And exhale, melt it down. Ready to explore your half splits on this side. So you can walk your hands back. You can use your bricks. You can keep your hands framing that front foot and stretch into the arms as well. And then steadily rocking through back to your low lunge. Let's lift the back knee now. And we'll find our way to downward dog. Lift those hips high to the sky. Anchor the heels down towards the earth. And take some deep, slow breaths. Let's take a steady walk up towards the hands now, my friends. One step at a time. Coming into your forward fold. At first, let's find some softness here. Let's let everything just surrender and soften. Maybe with a little shake out of the arms. Soften through the knees. Going to explore a few stretches here. So check that you're comfortable with the distance between your feet and the amount of softness in your knees. And then walk your fingertips as far out in front of you as you can, as you anchor the tailbone as far back as you can. And breathe into that stretch, no hurry. Let's steadily walk the hands back and then take them as far over to the right as you can. Notice where you're feeling the space open up. Take another deep breath in and let's exhale back through center and over to the left. Come back to center in your own good time. You can rest your hands on the mat or bring your bricks in. Take a deep bend through your left knee and start to slowly open the right arm up to the sky. Take a moment to pause here. And as you exhale, bring it down, bend deeply into your right knee and open the left arm up to the sky. Breath in. Exhale, melt it down to center, and let's inhale halfway to flat back. Exhale, surrender down, forward fold. Couple more times, inhale, flat back. Exhale, melt it down. All the way down to forward fold again. Bend the knees, plant the palms. You can step or hop your feet back to a high plank now. Tuck the elbows in toward the side body and lower down through chaturanga. Inhale, up to find the cobra that suits you today. Baby or full. Take a deep breath in and let's exhale, roll through the toes all the way to downward dog. Pedal it out, take a breath. And inhaling as we lift the right leg, 3-leg dog. Let's exhale, step it up. Drop the back knee down. Sweep the arms up, low lunge. Goddess arms now. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bow down. Lift the back knee and find your way to downward dog. Couple of breaths here. Explore the legs, melt the heart space back. Then as you inhale, lift your left leg. 3-leg dog. Notice how that feels. Take a deep breath into it. And as you exhale, step the foot up. Drop the back knee down. Let's sweep the arms up. Goddess. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, let's bow down. Lift the back knee. You can go straight to down dog or take another little trip through chaturanga. Up to cobra. And back to down dog. And those baby steps, maybe crisscross the legs as you make your way steadily up towards the hands. Find that forward fold. Anchor through the feet. Feel the steady support there and then begin to draw it up as you rise steadily and slowly all the way to standing. And roll the shoulders a few times, my friends, before welcoming a few moments stillness in Tadasana, mountain pose. Now let's take this sacred pause to honor stillness as a necessary part of every cycle. Subtle movement now as you inhale, start to tilt your head back, feel your throat chakra open. And as you exhale, chin to chest, lengthening the back of the neck. A couple more times. Now bring the head back to center. Bring the feet a little closer together if you've taken them wide, coming into tree pose. So let's bend the left knee, take it out towards the long edge of the mat. You can bring your hands together at the heart, or once you've found your comfortable place for that left foot, you might reach them up towards the sky or cactus them. If you are feeling quite steady there, or even if you just want to give it a go, you might take hold of your left wrist, find a little stretch over to the right, then switch sides, right wrist, find a little stretch over to the left. Now consciously send your awareness down into that right foot. Feel your foundations. Find a little bend through the right knee and then step your left foot back. Sweep your arms back to open up through the heart. And then inhale up to warrior one. Relax your shoulders down. Take a breath in. And exhale to warrior two. Let's take 2 or 3 breaths here. Now steadily find your way to extended side angle, either reaching your left arm up to the sky or towards the front edge of your mat. Inhale, coming all the way back to reverse warrior. Right arm reaching up and back. Return to warrior two. And this time, interlace your fingers at your lower back. Open up through the heart and let's bow, humble warrior. Take a couple of deep breaths there, my love. Let your head and your neck relax. Now we're going to rise up a little way so we can release the bind. Pivot through the back foot and then heel toe your front foot towards the long edge of your mat into lizard pose. And just feel what your hips need this morning. So you might keep your back knee lifted or you might bring it down. You might want stillness. You might want a little rock, a little circle, or maybe to let the elbows soften, coming a little bit lower. Now, if you come low, steadily rise back up. We're going to reach the right arm forwards, then up to the sky, and all the way back. And once you're there, maybe that feels good as it is, or perhaps you try lifting your left foot, maybe catch hold of it. And if you want to, you can tip your right foot onto its little toe edge, just to open the hips a tiny bit more. Beautiful. Take another deep breath in, exhale, soften back round to center. Let's lift the back knee and slide to down dog. And listen to your body, take your time. And you can walk or hop your feet up towards your hands. Find that forward fold. The energy down through the feet and rise up. Take time here, find a little free flow movement. And then bring the feet quite close together. Let's bend into the right knee now, then open it out to the side. Find your way into tree pose. Wherever you want to take that this morning, rooted tree, toes on the mat, or lifting the foot. See if you can just find a still moment. Breathe into your roots. Let your eyes, your drishti settle. Take your awareness down to the left foot and then find a little bend through the left knee, strengthening that foundation so you can step the right foot back, feel for the mat behind you. Breathe your arms up to warrior one and then cactus arms. Inhaling as you breathe up, find your way to warrior two. Take that bend through the front knee as deep as you want to. Secure foundations, soft eyes. And then extended side angle. Couple of breaths here. Feel the line of energy from your right foot all the way through to your right fingertips. And get ready to breathe your way back to reverse warrior. Open the left side of your body as you reach your left arm up and back. One more deep breath in. Come back to warrior two as you exhale. Find that bind at your lower back. Stretch the arms away from you and then dive down, humble warrior. Find the breath. Inhale to rise up a little. Release your hands. Bring them down to the mat as you pivot through the back foot and then heel toe your left foot to that outer edge of the mat. Drop into awareness of your hips on this side. Whether that's stillness or a little soft movement. Take another couple of breaths here. And rise back up onto your hands. Come a little lower. And with the left arm now, we're going to reach it forwards. And then up to the sky, all the way back. You might turn onto the little toe edge of that front foot. You might lift the right knee, right foot. Take a deep breath in. And let's exhale as we release. Lift that back knee. We'll just slide the left foot back. Drop the knees down. And come into the child's pose that suits you right now. There's no right or wrong way for it to look. Just consciously bow your energies down towards the earth. Take a couple of deep, slow breaths there. When you're ready, slowly walk your hands back. Come onto your sitting bones and let's lengthen the legs out in front first, but keep that as soft as you like with the knees. Bring your hands to the heart center, Anjali Mudra. Flex your toes up towards the sky. And as you inhale, slowly open, twist towards your right. And exhale back to center. Inhale, open, twist to your left. And back to center. Now inhale as you reach up. Find a little space between your hands. And lengthening through your spine. And coming into the pose traditionally used to prepare for Savasana, Paschimottanasana, your seated forward fold. The idea here is that you are traveling closer to your own heart. So let each breath be part of that journey inwards, focusing less on the way the shape looks, more on that journey within. So sorry, it's like the one time in months I've got to put you up this there on. Okay, we're going to rise up slowly and then come down onto our mat. So as you settle into your back body, just follow naturally however your body is guiding you to lie here for a few breaths. So you might just want to have your knees bent, feet on the mat. You might want to come into Supta Baddha Konasana, knees wide. Maybe even find a big full body stretch. Begin to find that stillness. 2 or 3 breaths. If your knees are wide, slowly bring them back towards each other. Let's all of us hug the knees in towards the chest. Coming into embryo, and so much of yoga is about the cycles of life, death, and rebirth. So here we are, the seed. You might lift the head, nose to knees. And from embryo, allow the movement that you feel you really need before we come to Shavasana. So let your body flow or stretch, just find shapes. Come to Shavasana, which is what we are really going to honor this morning. So please do take your time to get there and to get comfortable. Like some relaxation oil. Just no hurry. Settle in. And offer your hand. settle in for a little gentle story time. And then for the space to allow yourself to experience Shavasana. So as some of you may already know, Shavasana means corpse pose. Shava, the word for shav, corpse. And there are a few stories associated with Shavasana, but this one is my favourite. So the story goes that there was a group of devotees or monks living in the forest who had become so well practiced in meditation, in renunciation, in giving up worldly goods, that they had actually become a little egotistical in their practice. And they thought they were, the best at all of these things. And so Lord Shiva was sent in human form to visit them, and he came to them in the forest in the most humble way. He looked like a wild man. His hair was matted, dirt all over him, no clothes. And he came into the forest looking for shelter from this community. And this particular group of monks did have wives, and whilst the monks were very suspicious of this strange looking man, the wives took a shine to his energy. And of course this triggered the egos of these monks even more. So they decided to teach this man a lesson, and they raised a terrible corpse demon to attack him. And this corpse demon came toward Lord Shiva, but rather than fight the corpse demon, he lay it down and he lay on top of it. And so the moral or the message of this story is that death is not to be fought. It's about finding surrender in the idea of the cycles of life. Not to fight the stillness, but to surrender to it as a part of the cycles. And in these Indian, mostly Hindu traditions, death is not the end. Death is a necessary pause. It's a necessary stillness from which the new life then comes. And so Shavasana is all of these things. It is an invitation not just to rest, but to surrender to the necessary stillness. And I invite you to do that now. you're ready, just allow the movement of the breath to deepen. And maybe a little soft movement in other parts of your body. Take your time to stretch. And should you choose to rest on your favourite side for a few moments, maybe to consider how you can take elements of this practice on your mat into your life off the mat. When you are ready, my friends, rise back to a comfortable seat. I invite us to bring our hands together, rub them back and forth, connect with the heat, the magic energy of the life force that's flowing through you, and connects us all. And take that to your eyes. To your good heart. And to anywhere else you feel guided to this morning. And then release in your own time. And may our bodies be strong, relaxed and healthy. May our minds be calm, clear and serene. May our practice contribute to our inner peace, and may our lives be lived in harmony with our true inner spirit. The light in me bows to and honours the light within you. Namaste. Thank you.